Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by my channel. Today I wanted to pick up with where I left off last time, and that is, I talked about why the deadlift is the exercise that I just don't prescribe. I don't believe it's worth the potential risk long term to most people in productive, consistent, and progressive training. So today I'm going to kind of summarize that in giving you solutions and things and exercises that you can do uh, instead of the deadlift. And like I said, I conceded the fact that yes, certainly the deadlift does work the whole posterior side of the body, the back, the trapezius, the middle traps, the upper traps. Um, the erector spinae muscles, the hamstrings, the glutes. It does work a lot of exercises, the quad or muscle groups, the quads as well. Although probably much less than the posterior side of the body. But what are exercises that you could do instead of that are probably safe for most individuals? So the shrug exercise would work the trapezius muscles to work the back, the upper back. You could do pull downs, pull ups, rows. Or variants of those exercises. The deal with rows, I personally, for the same reason I'm not a fan of the deadlift, I wouldn't do bent over barbell rows. I like chest supported rows, dumbbell rows, machine rows, various variations of that where you're supported. Dumbbell rows are probably my favorite exercise. I can do that, and again, it doesn't cause any issues with my back injuries, which I discussed, how I did that with the deadlift, and why I think the deadlift is not safe for most people. But so that kind of covers the back region. Also, and then the back extension exercise for the erector spinae muscles. There's also we have a Cybex back extension exercise. Also, the glute ham raise, which is really a variation of a back extension exercise. This is a seated leg curl machine for the hamstrings. Yes, and then for the quads and hams, of course, lunges, a squat exercise, a lunge exercise, a leg press, a squatting movement. So I think that's all the exercises that you could include. So what are the exercises that we do here and that I prescribe and that I do that would make up for doing the deadlift? Well, for the lower body, we do squats with either dumbbells or inside a trap bar. We do the squat machine or a leg press. Okay, so probably the two that we do most is the leg press, a lunge, and then a back extension type of exercise. Okay, and then for the upper body, we do the pull-ups or a rowing exercise or a pull down. Okay, once in a while I add in shrugs, but I don't do a lot of shrugs because I think when you're doing the shoulder exercises, a lateral raise or a shoulder press. Okay, so that is how we train here, in a way that can strengthen all the muscle groups that you would work whenever you're doing the deadlift exercise. Okay, so if you have questions or comments, leave them below. But as in any case, when it comes to choosing exercises, I can talk about exercises that we do here, but everybody is slightly different. Some exercises you're better suited for biomechanically. Maybe you have joint pain whenever you're doing a lunge exercise. Maybe it bothers your knees. Then you maybe need to do the leg press. Or find a variation of that. So let pain be your guide, and also know the difference between muscle discomfort, tension that you're working the muscle groups, versus a sharp pain when you're doing the exercise. So we do have to know and understand our own bodies and let pain be your guide. You should never do an exercise that causes joint pain repeatedly, and because that may result in in a serious injury. So I would say, or some sort of an injury. I would say early on I experienced a lot of back pain when I was doing the deadlift exercise. I kept pushing through. I kept trying to do the exercise. Everybody told me how, it's one of the greatest exercises you can do. And I'd get into an injury. I'd experience pain for a week or two. Then I would come back and do it again. And I think letting pain be your guide is a key focus that you should be on your strength training. So I think, again, to reiterate the point, I would not do deadlifts. I don't prescribe deadlifts for my clients here. And again, I just talked about some of the exercises that you can do to work the same muscle groups and do them in a safe manner. As always, leave a comment below if you have or questions, comments. Email me. My email is in the link below or the description below. And I hope you have a great week, great day. Do some strength training. Today I've got to do some strength training. And so get some strength training in yourself. Talk to you soon.